am Ken Shamrock, world's most dangerous man, and you're watching Cage Nation TV.
Cage Nation TV is brought to you by Lion Country's rock station 105.9 Quick Rock. Streaming worldwide at 1059quickrock.com.
Let's go. Welcome to the Cage Nation. Welcome to the Cage Nation. Welcome to the Cage Nation. No one can drop us, no one can stop us. We are the warriors, no one can top us, no one can rock us. We are the warriors, no one can drop us, no one can stop us. We are the warriors, no one can top us, no one can rock us. We are the warriors.
Cage Nation TV, Rob, we're back. It's been a while, but we're back. Gladiators of the Cage.
I don't know where he's been. I know where I've been.
I've been going out of my mind. Gladiators of the Cage 20 here at Stage AE. 8 fights ended up going down, like any fight. Always the potential that fights could be dropping off. It's not the worst we've ever seen. Not by far the worst we've ever seen.
They made the event great for everybody that was here.
Yep.
And they also offered discounted rates for everybody that bought a ticket to see one of the fights that it canceled. If they buy through the fighter of that they wanted to see. I don't recall all the names they mentioned, but it is in the recap. It is on the GOTC MMA website replay. You will be able to find that out. And I know Robert Joseph very well. He's a stand-up guy. They'll make sure it happens.
Well, that's what I wanted to open up with. There's a clause on any fight poster that says card is subject to change.
You look at any event ticket, you look at anything, there is always a chance you don't get what you see. Look, you bought tickets to go see Pittsburgh Pirates, right?
Yes.
How do you know McCutcheon's going to be there?
You don't.
He ate bad sushi. Now he's locked up in a New Jersey bathroom.
Exactly.
Praying he doesn't die.
Now,
you don't get a refund on that.
No, you don't.
And you don't get a discount on the next show.
No.
Here, they're giving you a discount on your next show.
You would never expect Dana White to do it.
No, it doesn't happen.
We've personally seen fight cards boil down from 12 fights to 4, maybe 3. And, it was like, hey, card is subject to change. With that being said, Gladiators of the Cage, Robert Joseph, as CEO, really stepped up to make sure that the fans here in Pittsburgh were getting more than what they paid for.
Yeah.
I mean, they paid for a ticket for fights happened. The contract was executed. But Gladiators of the Cage doing right by the people who paid for the tickets, offered discounts, and really, really made a big effort to make everything right, which really impressed me.
Yeah, I agree.
So, getting into the amateur card, Andrew Santos versus Justin Joseph in a fight stoppage that was...
No one really knows what the heck went on there. The doctor stopped the fight because of an illegal strike to a downed opponent. In Pennsylvania, you are not allowed, under amateur rules, advanced amateur you're allowed, under amateur rules, you are not allowed to strike the head of a downed opponent. That took place, the doctor stopped the fight, pretty uneventful.
Here's what happened. Strikes to a downed opponent to the head are legal. Chest is okay.
They're illegal.
To the head.
Yes, illegal to the head.
Chest is okay.
Correct.
Strikes are coming right here.
He deliberately punched me. I was over.
Okay, yeah,
I was overhead.
The strike happened to the jaw. Look at this guy.
And this is my favorite guy here.
Look at this guy.
Here I am. Whoa. I don't know if you can see him. There he is.
People don't realize I'm actually a dwarf, but I wear stilts in the cage.
He looks larger than life.
Just so you know, he's not a dwarf.
Cage Nation TV is the best. Information meets entertainment. These are the guys that do it. They're awesome. Cage Nation TV. Numero uno for our Latino friends.
Unsolicited.
Numero uno. Donde?
And Jeff here will stand up for me.
Donde está Albania?
Have a good night.
Hey, did you know what a herd of rhinos is called?
Did I know what?
A herd of rhinos is called.
It's called a crash.
Crash. So when you hear a crash of rhinos, it's quite literally just a herd of rhinos.
It's like a murder of crows or a congress of baboons. But enough about us.
Or a school of fish.
So the illegal strike happened to the head, happened to the jaw area.
We don't know who that little bitch is.
It's my buddy Randy.
Randy's leaving me.
Fight number 2. Sean White versus Kevin Chisholm.
And that seems to cost.
Sean White would probably most unique nickname of all night. It was the White Bread versus Kevin Chisholm. Here's what Cameron Chisholm. Here's what I'll say about Cameron Chisholm. His footwork was excellent. I was really impressed by his footwork, head work, movement. I think at one point I compared him to Tyson, where he's trying to duck below.
Whoa.
Did I say it was a good comparison? No.
Don't you ever do that again.
Okay.
No offense to Cameron. Tyson, he's one of my idols.
I can get behind that.
Okay.
Foot movement, head movement, hand movement was excellent.
It was very good.
Yeah. Round one, Blue was very confident, saying, come on, hit me. Which
he hit him.
It rarely happens well for the challenger when those kind of challenges are made.
Yeah, if you drop your hands and say hit me, the person's gonna hit you.
Two names come to mind when that happens: Rodrigo Dam and Doug Halps. Did not end well for either of those two.
I don't know, Anderson Silva. Just saying.
Round two. Round two was a round where fouls just happened. Guys were getting punched when they're down. A couple guys got kicked in the junk. It was exchanging. So then, round two.
Tonight was a night of ill-fitting cups.
Yes.
I noticed a lot of, way more
adjusting that was comfortable.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Round two would have been very, very fast-paced if it had not been for all the fouls. Round three, Chisholm, again, with a good head movement, good foot movement. But Justin White got the unanimous decision.
Yeah.
He got that because he was the aggressor a lot of the rounds. As good as Cameron Chisholm...
It was a fair decision.
Yeah, as good as Cameron Chisholm's head and foot movement was, Justin White got the effective strikes, and that's what influenced. That's what the scores points. Fight number three, advanced amateur rounds in the bantamweight division. Jonas Rubiano, which...
What a fight that
I know.
Jonas, it didn't seem like he was doing as well at the start of it.
Right.
It didn't seem like he had the rhythm. It didn't seem like he had the right feel.
Round one was a feeling out.
And then he come out, and it was like, oh, guess what? I wobble you, swarm you, and that's a wrap.
That's
beautiful fight, beautiful.
That is exactly how it put that. I didn't recognize Jonas Rubiano until it was pointed out that I called one of his fights at WCC4. So Jonas Rubiano, winner in 34 seconds, round two.
It was very, very, very good. Yeah, first round, like I said, first round, it just seemed like, man, Jonas, what are you doing? But he felt him out, he got the rhythm, he got the pattern, he got into it, he got a good finish. Good, solid finish.
Yep. Before we're going to take a break, before we get into the pro card, I did want to go down with some of the things that did happen between weigh-ins and between fight night. Ethan Goss's opponent did not show up. Ethan Goss also made the challenge that I'll come to you. Anytime, anywhere, any promotion, you give me the heads up, I'm coming to Tennessee, I'm coming after you. Kamal Worthy's opponent apparently missed his flight. Could not show for weigh-ins. You don't show up to weigh-in, you don't show up to get your medicals, you don't fight. The main event, the scheduled main event of Joey the Hitman Holt versus Justin Fast Eddie Edwards was scrapped because Edwards ended up in the hospital with kidney issues, which leads to the argument, are dehydration weight cuts good for anybody? Essentially, no. Robert Joseph. Excuse me. That's okay. Robert Joseph again did stand up and say these fights were canceled. If anyone was in attendance tonight to see those fighters fight, well, they're gonna benefit in the next fight. That fight has been rescheduled.
June 4th
at Stage AE. And last thing before we take a break, St. Patrick's Day weekend here at Stage AE. This one marks Rob's 2-year anniversary with KJC TV. Rob, thank you very much for everything you've done for us, brother.
I don't know this guy.
He doesn't know me. When we come back, we're going to talk about the pro card here at Stage AE for Gladiators and Cage 20. Absolutely. We'll be right back.
Your wedding, your home that you want to sell, or those moments of glory in competition are once-in-a-lifetime moments that you want to make sure are captured perfectly, right? Rob Lynn Photography is that specialized professional service with the care of a trusted friend. Rob Lynn has been capturing those special moments for over 12 years and has a passion for his craft that is unparalleled. Every bride deserves to have her wedding photos look like magic. Every home seller wants their property to be shown in the best light, and every competitor wants their glory to be relived for years to come. Visit www.roblin.org to view Rob's portfolio of unbelievable portraits, or give Rob a call at 814-932-9515 and let the man himself listen to what you need and allow him to work his magic. Rob Lynn Photography, online at www.roblynn.org or call him at 814-932-9515. 814-932-9515.
Welcome back to Stage AE. I'm Albert Cameron. Beside me, Rob Lynn. We are here at Gladiators of the Cage number 20. Our ongoing coverage of the fight. Our middleweight bout. Stage AE. Which I'm going to go out on a limb and say, of all the fight venues I've been to, I think Stage AE is one of my favorites. I think it has a great atmosphere for it.
You know what I like about it? I hate to drive. I really do. I like driving 5 minutes from the place, park or whatever. The drive here, it's bag, left turn, into a lot.
Tunnel.
I can go to a place to eat. I can walk right over to the venue. I'm good. So that's why I love it here.
I like Stage AE's rock star atmosphere. Like they clearly have a lot of things for concerts and stuff. But as far as
just to show you what he's looking at here.
Back there's the stage.
That's the Stage AE.
But if you're gonna find a venue in Pittsburgh, I can't imagine a better venue than Stage AE. I do like the Sirius Shrine in Cheswick.
PNC Park.
I can agree with that. I also like.
I'm a baseball fan.
There we go.
Let's go Bucks.
Okay.
Raise that Joel.
Pro card. Elijah Gobiel versus Joseph Angelo. In a middleweight bout, I thought Joseph Angelo was built more like a lighter light heavyweight. I thought Gobiel was more of a welterweight. They came together in middleweight. Round one was a feeling out round. Round two, Angelo really started to show off his striking prowess, his kickboxing. Almost thought it was a little bit of taekwondo.
Yeah.
A lot of spin kicks. His vertical, when he jumped, he had a vertical leap easily 2.5 feet, maybe 3. Yeah, just a really solid vertical leap.
I don't think I can. I got about vert of about 7 inches.
I've got a vert about half of that. So
gravity's a bitch.
Especially when you're a bigger guy. Round two, Angelo really became the aggressor. Round three, it was a good exchange. But Angelo was able to keep the range with his kicks, his strikes.
Well, wouldn't you keep your distance if you were getting kicked? Oh yeah, I would.
Well, I mean, that's the effective use of a kick. I mean, clearly, the head kick knockout is probably one of the most spectacular finishes in all mixed martial arts.
Great.
It does. It does, but I mean, the bones in the foot are also delicate. Dante Adams, I saw him break his foot with a head kick. Josh Fremd and Dino Euclio are two names that come to mind who use kicks as a tool to keep range, and they do it very, very well. Joseph Angelo, I thought, did a really good job keeping range. He ended up getting the unanimous decision. Fight number 5, Corey Alexander versus Brandon Soku Salem. And this guy, I think we can skip ahead to Brett Schoenfeld's fight. Brett Schoenfeld has not fought in 14 months.
Yes, sir.
Schoenfeld coming back from surgeries. And I mean, look at this. Eric Attard, Atomic Eric Attard, he prettied him up a little bit. He's got all kinds of marks on his face. Brett Schoenfeld gets the unanimous decision. Now, Brett, was there any point in that fight that you felt like maybe you overextended though? Because I saw you got a cut underneath his mouth. There was a part where we wonder, how you doing, Brett?
I was afraid nervous.
There's a part where Attard, I mean, he clearly has good Muay Thai. He's got really good vertical reach with his legs. But you weren't afraid to get in there and throw knees with him. Was there one point you thought that his knees might have more of an effect than what we thought? Because I'm seeing a lot of this.
What, his knees?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, there's a point where he almost mounted me, and he caught me with a solid straight. That's what shifted my jaw.
Okay.
I kind of put a smile on my face, and I'm thinking, I didn't want to say nothing because he's a respectful guy, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, you gotta hit me harder than that if you're gonna stop me. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to brag, but it takes a lot to take me down.
Now, at one point early in the fight, he got the illegal foul on you, and I'm talking about a kick to your mommy daddy button.
Yeah.
And then in round 2, you're trying to find your rhythm, you're trying to find your gas. You guys were exchanging really, really solid blows, takedowns, slams, knees, trying to bull each other around the ring, cage. And in the 3rd round, I had Brett down as the aggressor, with Eric Attard finishing the round really strong. Brett getting the unanimous decision.
I mean, like, you asked about the knees. We skipped that for a second.
Okay.
I do want to say, like, the hardest hit he caught me with tonight was a curved knee. He caught me not breathing. And like, it didn't drop me, but I'm thinking, like, damn, bro, I will make sure I breathe the next time that comes. But what really surprised me tonight is I'm a sprawl and brawl fighter. I'm not really strong with Ty, and I dominated him at his own game.
Those knees looked angry. Like they had ill intention behind those knees.
It was there. Like, I mean, it was there the whole time. It was just relentless, knee after knee, and then if he wouldn't give me his face, I'd go to his body. He opened up right away. Like, right away. So, I mean, he's a great guy. I met him earlier today. Very respectful dude.
Now, when it comes to Brett Showtime Schoenfeld and Gladiators in the Cage, last time before Andrew Osborne, fight with Zach Goebel and Johnstown.
Oh my God.
That's where ill intent happened at the weigh-in. But you're saying that you met Eric Guitard last night. Things were good. This was just good old-fashioned, good nature competition.
Honestly, I met him today. I didn't meet him last night.
Okay.
I met him today, and we got to face off. We talked, and my first reaction was like, you know, he's a gentleman, respectful dude, and he had a handshake. And I'm just thinking, like, you know what, here we go. It's been 14 months. We're stepping back. You know? I'm very thankful that I'm back, and I'm very thankful that I had the support tonight, and I'm very thankful that the fans out there are still backing me. It's amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brett Showtime Schoenfeld is back in his winning ways, back in active competition. And you talk about when your next fight is.
Well, if I feel good in June, I'm going to be back here. Rob wants to push me back to, like, WSOF or UFC, but I tell you what, I'm blowing this guy up, bro. Like, sign me to a 3-year contract, GOTZ. Like, this is my home.
There you go.
This is where I want to be. When you guys think of Gladiators,
And when he says
Cage,
Rob, he means the promoter, not this Rob. Bill, when you're saying, I'm like,
Rob Joseph.
There's so many
when he
Robs.
said push, I'm like, I ain't pushing you anywhere.
So many Robs in local MMA.
Well, here's the thing. Rob's the most common name. It's been in the top 10 of the common names
Yeah.
from 1900 to 1950.
You know-
In 1960, it was in the top 12.
You know what isn't? Albert. You ever try to find a personal keys chain with the name Albert on it? Only if you're from the 1900s.
I know the feeling. You can't find Garna.
Yeah.
One N is always 2 N's.
Yeah. The hell, Mom, naming
For
me
real.
Albert.
For real. I
I'm
know
safe
Garna.
to say that if you were to ask Rob Joseph and Scott Benton right now, when you think of Gladiators of the Cage, they're going to tell you 3 names. Dom Mazzata, Chris Dempsey, and Brett Showtime Schoenfeld. Dude, they are the 3 names that have been established with GOTC for a while. They are the 3 names that brought this promotion on the map. They are the 3 names that will continue to live on in Gladiators of the Cage.
There we go.
Jeff, you were right.
Brett, good luck to you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. It's good to see you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Some rumors just need to die. What are you talking? Okay, so back to Sailor versus Alexander.
What room are you talking about, sweetie?
Shut your mouth. Sailor was the aggressor.
I'm not a good friend, man.
No, you were a terrible human being.
That's so messed up.
I know, right? You should see this
I've got a
guy.
youngster telling us that. She's saying that. Yep, see?
I'm so
She knows
sure.
it's messed up that he said that about me. She knows.
And he's my best friend. I should
Yeah, I'm
stand
her
up
best
for him.
friend.
Yeah, and she knows that what you did to me is messed up.
I just need different friends.
Okay.
Sailor, aggressor in the first round.
Yes.
Okay. At one point, and I should have written down what round it was. At one point, he had a really flashy inverted triangle.
Yeah, that's a dangerous move to pull off. It's
Style
hard to
versus
work.
substance.
I swear. It's just hard to pull off.
Right. In round 2, Sailor had a really solid standing rear naked choke. I think Alexander did what he was supposed to, flatten out on his back. Hopefully the shock of the impact maybe would have disengaged the choke.
His corner told him 400 times his ankles are crossed. That's Jiu-Jitsu 101. They take your back, they put the choke. If their ankles are crossed, you attack the ankle while defending the choke. You don't always win that way,
Right.
but you get them to quit messing with you so you can do something.
Your odds
Listen
are-
to your corner. Sorry, it's just I saw it, and his corner was telling him. And I mean, granted, I didn't have Sailor on my back choking me. Maybe I'm not thinking of the same thing. You know, it's easier to play a Monday morning quarterback or armchair general, but listen to your corners, people.
Round 3, Alexander had a decent comeback. I
Yeah.
think round 3 was his round.
I got to be honest with you. I thought the decision was going to go the other way.
I could agree with that.
And it's no disrespect to either fighter. You know, it's a close fight, close decision. I mean, and it's a good fight. When they're close like that, it's good.
Yeah.
I thought it could have went the other way when they read it. I wasn't surprised. It wasn't like anyone got robbed or anything.
Nope.
It was just, I thought it was going to go the other way.
Exactly. So Brandon Soku Sailor getting the split decision against Corey Alexander. Now,
great fight.
Co-main event: Robert Morrow versus Louis the Beast Rumsey. In a fight that was heavyweight. Most times that, well, let me put it this way. I've seen Louis Rumsey fight 3 times for Gladiators of the Cage. First one was against Chris Dempsey. That was a light heavyweight. It was supposed to be middleweight, but light heavyweight. Second one was against Daniel the Dragon Spawn. That was heavyweight. Then there was tonight. Now, I know he's had other fights in between there. But Rumsey, I thought, looked sharp. His movements were sharp.
He was doing something weird with his bladed stance where it looked like he was going to telegraph a wheel attack. And then, I heard the other guy's corner saying, when he goes bladed, he's going to throw that, you kick him in the head.
Sun Tzu said, all warfare is based on deception. I think that was part of the strategy. I don't know, but the way he would stand this way, he'd switch, he'd throw wheel kicks.
I can't remember, was it a straight left that caught Rumsey?
It happened so fast, I don't know.
I have the photo of it, but it was a straight left. I mean, they were good exchanges back and forth, and then he just got caught clean. When you're in that weight division, any shot can drop anyone at any time.
Well, it's just like the letting go, the faster
yes.
the punch the punch. The heavier you become, the more heat you'll be able to put behind the punch.
Yes,
Round 12, Robert Morrow was able to stop Louis the Beast Rumsey. Now,
sorry, I'm just hoping this guy doesn't drop this flag. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Main event: Dan Kakuta, the Bionic Fist of Justice, takes on Isaac Real Steel.
Wow.
Yeah. Which was at welterweight, which surprised me.
Okay, Dan Kakuta is a guy that's always impressed me.
Yes.
Well-mannered.
Yes.
Light. He's a guy that you would want to hang out with. He's a guy that you would want to have over to your house with your family, your friends.
I would introduce Dan Kakuta to my mom.
Yes. That doesn't say much because you introduced myself to your mom. But Dan Dan would actually be genuine. Dan's a very, very, very good human being.
Absolutely.
And I expected to see a different bit of a fight out of him tonight. Getting mounted and pounded. He was shifting, he was defending and all that. But
I've seen Dan be in bad positions where he was able to reverse position.
Not tonight,
No, not tonight. I've also seen, what I was hoping for was that
Isaac had top pressure and something else. It was unreal. And Dan's a strong dude. Shake his hand. You can.
Well, they don't call it the Bionic Fist of Justice because it's a clever nickname.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The dude's strong as hell. And when he's unable to escape mount because he's being overwhelmed.
I have not seen that brutal of ground and pound in Pittsburgh. I don't want to say maybe ever, but I mean that was remarkable.
I want to talk about something though.
Yeah.
Granted, we know Isaac got the win, second round.
Yep. 3 minutes, 12 seconds, TKO over Dan the Bionic.
Yeah. Sam Schmeidel, I don't know if he brought 900 calls, so he's still here with Sam. But Sam Schmeidel, Sam Squash, buddy of mine, buddy of all of ours. He's a friend to everyone.
Absolutely.
He sees me, and I was telling a story to the timekeeper, Steve Cruz, and
the Hammer.
I was playing Fallout 4 today, and I shot a super mutant named the Hammer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I killed him.
Okay.
He didn't drop any good shit though. Anyway, back to real talk here.
Yeah.
Sam and I were speaking. Sam goes, "Hey, I have to interrupt your conversation." He said, "I want you to look at something." And in the cage was Dan Kakuta, all busted up, and Isaac busted up because they had a fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were exchanging. I don't want to say an embrace because it doesn't make it sound masculine. But they were mutual respect. Handshake, hey, great fight, back and forth, and that's that camaraderie you want to see in MMA. It's a little bit different,
Any of the fighters who have ever been like, "Oh, you're a punk and I'm not shaking your hand," they never last in Pittsburgh MMA because there is such a professional level of competition here in Pittsburgh.
And what did Isaac say? Isaac said, "This is my first Pittsburgh fight." He's from Ohio,
yeah.
So he got booed coming in here. You come in the Steeler country and you're not Pittsburgh. You're going to get mauled.
Yeah.
I'm a Pirates fan. I'm personally, I don't care about football. It's weird though that Pittsburgh, they don't have the animosity if you don't like Pittsburgh baseball, if you don't like Pittsburgh football. Like the correlation's a little different. You know what I mean?
I don't follow that. I don't follow either.
Well, that sucks for you. You should watch baseball. Baseball's great. But when you come to Pittsburgh, you can be like, oh, I don't like baseball. No one bats an eye.
Right.
But you don't like the Steelers. You're going to go out in a body bag. So, actually, there's Isaac going away now.
Speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, Isaac, the real steel. Isaac, my name is Albert. I'm with Cage Nation TV.
Isaac, nice to meet you.
I was hoping you wouldn't mind getting on camera with us.
Absolutely. How you doing, Isaac? I'm doing great. Get on in the middle here.
There we go.
Guys, how you doing?
Yeah, we were actually just recapping your fight, Isaac. Now, it sounded like it might have been a little bit of a challenge coming into Pittsburgh, coming from Ohio, especially against a kind of like a fan favorite like Dan Kakuta was. Now, I did not see that affecting you whatsoever when you're getting into the cage. You were loose, you were fluid.
You had top pressure that was incredible.
I was telling Rob earlier too. I have not seen ground and pound that effective in Pittsburgh in a very long time.
When I come in, man, I don't come in to being a wrestler and having that wrestling base. I don't come in to lay and pray. I come in to finish fights, and that's what I do. You put people in deep waters and make them sink. I feel like that's what I did tonight. I've been doing work on my stand-up mainly with Matt Brown and Dorian Price for the last 3 years. There's a lot of guys at Elevation in Colorado.
You're talking the Immortal Brown, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Matt Brown. So I really want to give him a shout out.
There you go, Matt Brown. Shout out to you.
He's been like the backbone to me, man, the last 3 years, and he's doing what he needs to do out in Colorado.
Well, let me ask you a question. You didn't sustain too much damage. Got a little, cuts and scrapes, nothing major. Probably
look at my nose, man. Look at my ears, man. It's so good.
This is a day on the wrestling.
My hand's broke, but that's it.
The hand's broken.
Are you sure it's broke?
Yeah, it's moving. Broke my third and fourth knuckles are.
So we're probably not going to see you in June, are we?
I'm gonna still train as much as I can. Footwork is the main basis to any striking discipline.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what discipline it is, and I've been working on my footwork for a long time now.
So there's potential to see you back here in June.
There's potential. Very much. I'm open to any fight. I really want to give a shout out to Dan for taking the fight. A lot of guys. I had like 3 or 4 fights in March back out. The Ohio Athletic Commission turned down a fight, and I was supposed to fight. And it's a long list of injuries.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How much time did you have to prepare for Dan Kakuta?
I believe it was 3.5 weeks.
Okay.
But
how much information were you able to obtain on it? And the reason I ask that is, you respected his striking, which is his wheelhouse, but you didn't respect it too much to where it hindered your own game. Like, it was a very, very smooth execution.
Obviously Dan's I heard one of his videos, someone called him a black belt in striking. The kid hit me with the right hand. I looked at a lot of his tapes, and he threw a lot of straight rights. And I was really actually trying to time that, and I kind of seen him kind of telegraph it a little bit. Okay. But I really wasn't looking for a looping overhand like I should have, because me being a southpaw, he caught me with the right hand. It just kind of, I think it was just kind of like, it didn't really hurt me, guy. I mean, it might have looked like it, but it just more of like knocked me off balance because the way I was coming in, and I was trying to step off and kind of engage that right hand. But training with the guys I train with, a lot of them are straight Muay Thai guys.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just tell her right now, nobody has as good of Muay Thai or clinch as Matt Brown does. Period.
I can get behind that.
In the MMA game, they don't. And for every day.
What did they say? Matt Brown has old man strength.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I don't get it, because I think it's my age.
Listen, I'm gonna say this right now, man, and this is because like him and I are boys, and we go way back the last several years, and that guy made himself into an athlete.
Absolutely.
His work ethic is like none other. And
well, look at the career resurgence he had.
Absolutely.
He did the Ultimate Fighter House, and that's when I first came to light with Matt Brown. I thought it was weird. The other guy messes with his shoe, and here he is. He's just so intense. I'm like, dude. And if you looked at Matt Brown in that Ultimate Fighter House, he looked like one of my judo coaches, Jason Dignan.
Yeah.
When he had the goatee.
Yeah.
He looked like a bigger version of him. My judo coach like 125 pounds.
Yeah.
He looked.
But
like
he's
him.
still tossing everybody on their heads.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. It's Jason. Look. And I was always behind that. And then you see him in the UFC come back and really. He changed his career. He changed his life. I'm sure the check's got a lot different too.
What you just said. He changed his life, and he got rid of all the fun things you want to do, and he dedicated his life to fighting. and obviously his family, which comes first. But you know, he's on track to win a world title, and I fully believe that. You know, everybody knows he's fighting Damian Maia in May, I believe. Tough fight for him, but you know, I'm gonna be.
I'm picking Brown for Maia.
I was really hoping to be there. He's already asked me to come to Colorado, to help him with the mic.
Your hand does look pretty jacked.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. You know, Kakuna's got a hard head, I guess. So
Isaac, one of the things we'd like to do is we like to make sure we have our finger on the pulse of the contenders who are up and coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Real Steel. I think.
Thanks, guys.
I think we're all going to want to remember the name because we're going to be hearing it a lot in the coming months.
Hey, so this is the whole thing behind the Real Steel, right? It was a gym nickname, and you can't get rid of gym nicknames.
No.
Right? All right, so
I know
so
a guy named
everyone
Jim.
knows it kind of sounds dumb. Real Steel. It's catchy, but it sounds kind of dumb. So
I was thinking like Hugh Jackman, like the robot movie, like you know, like you made out of
dude,
yeah. All right.
I kind of ran with that for a little while. I was like, we'll just go with that, you know. But the real thing about this is
now, you know, if you say this, it's going to be out on video. So
yeah,
people know the story. Okay.
Yeah, man. Hey, so what happened was I was like, listen, they called me the real deal. And I was like, well, I'm not the real deal. I mean, I haven't done anything. I mean, I'm undefeated, thankfully, but I haven't. I'm not in the UFC.
5-0 tonight.
Yes, sir, absolutely. I'm not in the UFC. I haven't won a world title. I haven't done any of that, so I can't say I'm the real deal. So I told myself, and that's kind of like something for me to like strive for. When I win a world title, then I'll be the real deal.
Okay, not if, but when, not if.
When.
So we got this. We got him. He's the Real Steel right now. He will be the real deal,
Yes,
and he's
sir.
not going to change his. He's not going to change his nickname to something stupid like Diego Sanchez did. He went from the nightmare to the dream. Yeah, the dream.
How do you do that?
Well, it involves a lot of
I
peyote
mean, I guess
and
the
some
dream
things.
and the nightmare and the kind of.
I guess.
The nightmare was pretty
He
cool.
might be made out of steel if a doctor
Yeah.
takes
I like
a look at
that.
that hand, and then he might need to
Dude,
put.
hey, Kakuna's nickname was pretty sweet, man. I gotta say that. He said he broke his hand, and that's how he got his nickname.
Well, it's funny because
Fist of Justice.
I was actually covering that fight too, and it was a break almost identical to that one.
Really?
That's where he got the nickname from.
He had surgery, so I'm hoping knock on wood. I don't know.
Don't knock with that hand.
Yeah. Let's knock on some wood, guys. Right?
But Isaac, thank you very much for joining us,
thank
man.
you,
And
gentlemen.
good luck to your
It's
fight.
nice meeting everybody. Sorry, we'll do.
Oh,
it
yeah, absolutely.
Informal a little bit or whatever.
Yeah, we're doing the left hand because his right hand's jacked up.
Yeah,
It's legit.
it's legit, guys.
He's not making this shit up.
I'm not a skirt, you know.
No, it's blue.
It's blue.
It is. It's not the right color. If you look at your hands together, it's not right.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and there's a big lump. No. Ugh. I like my hand lumpy instead of my.
But it'll
fingernail.
be. See, can you hear it?
Oh! Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, come
I
on.
hope I don't make it worse.
Yeah, you're going to get some ice on
So
that.
Pittsburgh, you guys have been great. Appreciate you guys having me. It's been awesome, man.
Hey, thank
I
you
look
for
forward to
coming on.
coming back, man.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Maybe I'll come to the next show just to watch the fights. You know?
Heck
It's
yeah.
Great fights, great show, great venue. Wherever Gladiators and Cage is at.
Sounds
I'll
good.
shoot to come back.
Sounds real good. Hey, you take care, bud.
Thanks,
Take
gentlemen.
care of yourself.
Appreciate
Be
it.
careful, Isaac.
Hey, y'all want to give me a shout out to Dana? You know what I mean? I'm ready when
Oh
it
yeah,
comes.
we'll give a shout out.
I like to think I have a direct line to him. I like to think.
I like to think that too. With my management at Milan Lab in Fort Lauderdale. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll can hook it up. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Get Matt Brown to make the call.
Yeah, I could do that too. Maybe a Junior Mesa over here. My Mexican
Junior Mason,
friend.
make the call.
My Mexican friend here.
Get on the phone.
Come here, Junior. Come say hi to the camera real fast, brother.
Say hi to the camera, Junior.
This is Junior, man. He stole the scissors from my dad. My dad got mad. Sorry. That's how we know Junior now.
Make the call for me too. I want to be a commentator.
Yes. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
Ron Rogan didn't re-up his contract.
Yeah, Brian Stan's going out.
Yeah,
we all know how Brian Stan.
I like Joe Rogan, man.
I like Rogan.
I listen to all his podcasts, and
I think Stan
they
sucks
smoke
compared
weed
to Rogan.
and have fun. I'm not about that, but it's funny to listen.
Oh yeah, it's funny to be on the outside. We don't have to smell it or deal with it. We can
What do you
turn
guys,
him
hey,
off when it
while we're on
irritates
camera, what do you guys think about the Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz 2?
I'm not surprised.
us.
Oh,
209. What?
Yeah, dude, what? I mean, the money maker. I mean, we're seeing dollar signs. How?
There's a reason-
that thing.
There's a reason why that fight's being lined up for the 200th event because it's guaranteed to show.
Have they released the venue yet? Madison Square Garden, anyone?
Oh.
Madison Square. I'm just saying. Maybe
Are you driving?
Maybe a GSP return.
See, I just had a great idea, Rob.
Maybe.
Keeping it real with Isaac Steele here on KC
Keeping it.
TV.
That's a title to this video right here. Keeping it real.
That's
with
what
Isaac
I'm doing.
Steele. Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
All right, you take care of yourself.
The third time is a charm.
Third time is a charm.
Guys, I'll be back. Pittsburgh.
good.
I'm gonna go party.
Hey, take it easy, Isaac.
Thanks, guys.
Isaac Steele, fantastic.
Real Steel 170 on Twitter.
Oh, we'll
Real
find,
Steel
we'll find it.
170 on Twitter.
I mean, you don't have to shout it out there. I don't care.
We'll find it.
Yeah.
Giving you a shout out. Hashtag Real Steel 120. Heck yeah.
So all in all, I think a fantastic night here in Pittsburgh. It's been way too long for me. It really reminded me about what I really enjoy about coming to regional Pittsburgh fights. Yeah. A big thank you to everyone at Gladiators of the Cage who, they know we're media.
RJ, when are we sealing the deal? I got you the ring. Let's make it official.
Gladiators of the Cage knows that we're media, but they still treat us like trusted friends. Like, there's always potential that
No. Like adored family.
Adored family. Fantastic. So I'm Albert Cameron. This is Rob Lynn. Brenda's right there. You can't see her.
Yeah, no.
It's been Gladiators of the Cage 20 here at Stage 8 in Pittsburgh. We'll see you guys when we see it. It'll be next week for Pinnacle.
Yes, sir.
Next week, Pinnacle FC. Rob Hanna taking on Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzata. We're going to break it down. We're going to let you guys know what's up. We'll see you guys next week from the Serious Shrine in Chester, Pennsylvania.